Hey guys, so today I'm making this video after my cheat meals um, because I want to talk about food and I want to talk about the effects of the food that we choose to eat. Um, when I started my journey, all these people around me said, "Oh, hey, eat 1,500 calories and work out all day and you'll lose weight. It's easy." Okay, I was 475 pounds and you want me to eat roughly a quarter of what I should be eating for my weight. So many biggies are led to the plank. At the end of the plank, there's this canyon, not filled with water, all hard rock, and you just fall off. And you die. You quit. You walk away because you're miserable. So today was a perfect time to make this video because I'm going to use some analogies that everybody can kind of relate to. I'm very simple. I'm a simple person. So I try to do everything that I can as simple as possible so it's understandable for me to get it and for everybody else to get it. Because people try to run these huge words and complicated science about losing weight. It's not complicated. Okay? It's consistency. That is what keeps the weight off. Consistency. So I have somebody that I've been helping. And she called me and said, "I am pissed off. I don't like you. I'm angry. I'm tired. I'm moody. I'm emotional. I don't like how I feel." I said, "Okay." So then when I find out she's not eating very much and she's trying to gag down the foods that I told her to eat, the thing that I found out is one, she wasn't eating enough, but two, we're so programmed that we need variety. We're so programmed that we have to have all these other foods because we desire all these foods. It's very hard when you start this. It's extremely hard when you start this. So a lot of biggies starve themselves thinking I'm losing weight. No, you're losing muscle. Muscle is the hardest thing to gain and the easiest thing to lose. Go figure. Right? It's kind of like we all have easier places to lose weight in our bodies, but the hardest part to lose weight is the place that we want most. For me, it was chins. Right? I had 3-4 chins at 475. I just wanted freaking one chin. It just never worked that way. Our bodies genetically are just made a certain way, and you've got to work 10 times harder to try to get past that. So the easiest way to break this down for all the biggies that think starving themselves is the key component to lose weight. Here's how it works. Walk outside, poke a hole in the gas tank of your car, and let all the gas run out. Okay? Tomorrow morning when you get up, put a tiny bit of gas in it, and I want you to go to work. Full speed. At the end of your workday, when there is no gas in the car, I want you to jump in the car and I want you to put it in drive and see how far you go. You're not going to go far. You've already burned it getting to work. We are absolutely no difference. The hole in your face needs you to put energy in it. That's it. If you starve yourself, you're giving your body absolutely nothing. You're giving your body no chance. So what is it going to do? It is going to hold on to its life, and that is fat. People don't realize our brain is made up of almost all fat. It's not muscle. The brain is fat. Crack your head open, pull it out, all the doctors say it's fat. Our bodies are lined in fat as protection. I went to that body expo and saw all those people, it was amazing to see the muscles and the fibers and all those things. And everybody said how much fat really is in our body. Yet, we don't want to be fat. So, eat low carb, right? Eat non-fat, eat no fat, yet we get fat. Because we're eating all these things that say don't eat fat. Yet, we're backwards. So all these confused biggies say, "I quit, I'm done." I did. I tried to eat 1,500 calories when I first started. I was freaking miserable. I was just like she was. I was tired. I was angry. I was pissed off. I couldn't focus because I took everything away from my body. And on 1,500 calories, 1,000 calories, that's good enough to get me down the street, not all the way to work. So I'm supposed to focus on life with a little bit of calories. It doesn't work like that. So I want everybody to think about, we are like a machine. You need fuel to run. That's exactly what food should be. Food should be an energy source. And for all of us, the emotional eaters, food is our comfort source, which is fine. That's okay too. We're all working towards that. But it's the kind of comfort that we're looking for. We want this body, yet we're going to eat not to get that body. It doesn't work. If you are not creating a deficit in calories, exercise, and you're consuming everything that you love in food, you're going to stay the same size or continue to get bigger. So there has to be a happy medium. So what I try to teach everybody is that happy medium is a cheat day. But a cheat day usually consists of anything and everything that sounds good through the week, but it's also a very good learning experience, and why I made this video today. Every day of my life, I get up and I eat eggs and I eat bacon and I eat chicken and I eat steak and I eat hamburgers and I eat cheese. I eat tons of strawberries. I eat tons of blueberries. And I don't eat rice. I don't eat sweet potatoes. I don't eat those things unless I feel that maybe I want one. I don't have to have one. I want one. And over the time, what I realized was all the foods that I craved made me feel like crap. So today was a great prime example of what I did. I've slept most of the afternoon after I ate the foods that I love. Pizza, cheeseburgers, all the bread, all the mayonnaise, tons of fries, loaded fries, ice cream. Pizza, French fries, ice cream. My trifecta of love right there. That to me is frickin' heaven. Well, that trifecta has made me sluggish, more tired, irritable, and I slept after I ate it all day. This is how we live every day when we eat those foods. This is what it actually does to our bodies, and we don't realize why we're so angry, why we're so tired, why we're so sluggish. It's because of the sugar. It's because of the terrible carbohydrates that makes us feel that way. I documented yesterday how I felt, and I documented today how I felt. Up to the exact time yesterday, I wrote down after breakfast, after lunch. Today I wrote after breakfast, after lunch. And at about 1 o'clock, I was done. Yesterday at 1 o'clock, I was headed to the gym. Today, I was headed to bed to take a nap because I felt like crap. It all goes back to the same thing about your car. It needs fuel. What if you decided that you wanted to put sugar in the gas tank? What if you wanted to put water in your gas tank instead of the fuel that it needed? What's your car do? Your car's going to sputter and your car's going to quit. What's your body do? There is absolutely no difference. And that's what people try to always prove. We're so different than everything else. No, our brains are different than everything else. But the actual function of the body of a furnace that needs to burn is absolutely no different than a car that burns gas. If somebody can debate this, I'm all for it. I love to hear from people. I enjoy reading emails. I like all my happy emails. I like all my sad emails. I like all my emails that say, you don't know what you're talking about. And I say, that's awesome and I appreciate that. I magically lost 225 pounds in 15 months. But no, I don't know what I'm talking about. I do know what I'm talking about when it comes to how did I lose weight. You and I are absolutely no different. What you put in your mouth, as far as your energy source and how you burn it off, is going to equal what you get out of it. That's all there is to it. I have a friend far, far away. Prime example. She's on the other side of the world. And she said, I ride my bike every day to work, or to the gym, and I bust my ass at the gym, but I'm at a wall and I can't lose any more weight. So I said, what do you eat? When I looked at what she ate, she was eating like a bird. She was not feeding the machine. So I said, listen, you need to have breakfast. You need to put a meal in there. And it's not that breakfast is the most important meal of the day, because guess what? If you work at nighttime, right, then dinner is your breakfast. You can get up. If you wanted to get up and eat a steak and eggs for breakfast, you don't have to have eggs and bacon for breakfast. I'm so tired of people thinking you have to eat this one thing in order to call it breakfast. You can eat whatever you want for breakfast if it's the right food. So I told her, you need to add some food in there. So she fought me on it, and she did. And in 1 week, after a plateau of 4 months, she's lost 7.5 pounds in a week. Why? Because her body said, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you for giving us some extra fuel. So guess what? I will give back to you. I will shed off some more weight. I will make you feel better. I will propel you on your bicycle. And I will give you a better time in your day. Guess what? It worked. We hear, oh, low fat, non-fat. You don't want to be fat. It's loaded with sugar and carbs. It's nothing but shit in those things. I always say this too. Call up your great-grandparents. And if they've passed like mine have, you'd have to remember to go back as a child. Were they carb-free and gluten-free and this free and that free? No, they were life-free. They ate 3 meals a day, and 9 times out of 10, they were probably pretty healthy. I have always said eating 6, 7, 8 times it's a joke. To keep your blood sugar level. To keep your blood sugar level, you eat healthy foods. You don't spike your blood sugar with shit food throughout the day. That's what raises and lowers blood sugar levels. My great-grandparents, my grandparents lived in their 90s. We're living into our 70s, if we even make it there, because of all the garbage that's out there that we buy and we eat. It's that simple. My grandmother would get up and make a huge breakfast for my grandfather. My grandfather would go to work and he would come home. My grandfather would eat a huge lunch. He would leave. He would come back home for dinner. And at dinner, what would he eat? Steak, some salad, a vegetable. And usually it was ice cream after dinner. He loved ice cream. And then every morning he'd get up. He would go walk 5 miles at 5 o'clock in the morning. That man did that for 40 years. He lived into his 90s. We can't make it to 70, and yet we're at the gym every day, trying to be healthier than what those people did. Our life expectancy is going down when everything is tailored to be healthy, and yet it should be going up. It's not. This is my argument to everybody. My argument to everybody is get back to the frickin' basics. Have your cheat meal on one day only, not all day. Have whatever you want, and I promise you, you will start to get away from those foods, because you know what? Those foods don't make you feel that good anymore. Everybody says, what motivates you? Well, in the beginning, death motivated me. I didn't want to be like my friend. Okay? And death is inevitable. So you need more to motivate you. I tell everybody, take your clothes off and go stand in front of the mirror. Go look in the mirror. You are your motivation. Do you like what you see? It's like changing who you are as an individual. Do you like who you are? Has nothing to do with weight. Do you treat people nice? Do you have a big heart? Are you nice to people? Those are the things that we can change for our insides. But image-wise, which we destroy every day in the mirror, our negativity is our outward. I was pissed off and angry at the world. I should have been just admitted I was pissed off at myself because I didn't like the way I looked. I didn't like the way I felt. We want to blame everything else. Now, there are reasons why a lot of us are big. There are life things that have happened to us, which I've discussed. Those are uncontrollable. Those things that have happened to us are uncontrollable. But it's how we gain control to move forward. Or we stay the same, we blame everything else, and we just exist. And we simply don't live. We simply just exist. Check to check. And go from there. I've always said it. We live simply by what we're described and judged on the number of our bank account and the number of the scale. That's how we live. We live by 2 stupid numbers. I choose not to go like that. I know people that take their scale on vacation. Vacation, you should walk on a beach, eat really good food, and enjoy the people you are. Yet people want to take their scale and destroy themselves because they haven't lost a pound on vacation. We complicate everything when it comes to weight loss. We think we have to eat all of these specific diet foods and we have to do this specific movement because it burns more fat. It doesn't. You need to eat healthy, quality food. Barbecue your meats, oven your meats, stovetop your meats, have some veggies. Biggies need more than just veggies for fiber. Get yourself some psyllium husk. Eat the good fruits. And live some frickin' life and get outdoors. Go for a walk, go for a bike ride, jump in a pool. Grab your spouse, grab your support system, grab your partner and say, let's go for a walk. I'll give you one last little tip for all the biggies that are in a relationship or has a friend or has a support system. There's always going to be a person in your life, for most, some people don't have this at all, but for most, there's always that one person that would love to go for a walk or a bike ride with you. And you've pushed them away. Husband, wife, girlfriend, boyfriend, cousin, aunt, uncle, mom, dad, I don't care who it is. Call that person, look next to you at that person, wherever they are, and say, I want to go for a walk. Watch their face. Watch them light up like you will not believe. The day you do that is the day that it will all finally click for you. You are the one that has all of that bad aura around you, all of that pissed off, angry at the world at you. It's not the world, it's you. We're a prisoner of our own self. That's what it comes down to. Go ask any person around you that's asked you before to go for a walk. There are people that don't know how to motivate. People are idiots when it comes to motivating. And I give a lot of people that. And I've talked a lot about this to other people. There's a way to try to help a biggie and there's a way not to help a biggie. But a lot of you have somebody that you can just go for a walk with. Go ask them and see what their face does. So tomorrow we'll get back to some other basic stuff. But today I wanted to talk about food. I want everybody to realize you have to eat and you have to provide yourself with healthy, good foods that your body can burn to continue to push you down the road. As your car. Think about what you're putting in your body as if you were to put in your car. Absolutely no difference. Comments, emails, biggie@eataskinny.com or down there in the comment section. See ya.